Hey, it's Theo. For my project, I'll be solving a rational equation. The math problem I chose to do is 1 over x minus 4 plus x over 2 minus 2 x minus 2 equals 2 over x squared minus 6x plus 8. How do you solve it? Step 1. The first step to solve the problem is to write the original equation. The goal while solving this equation is to solve for x. But before we do that, we need to factor anything in the original equation that is factorable. Step 2. In the problem I chose, there is only one number that is factorable. That number is x squared minus 6x plus 8. To factor this number, since it has three terms, you have to find what two numbers add to b and multiply to c. For this problem, b is negative 6 and c is negative 2. For my answer, I got negative 4 and negative 2. For each of the two numbers, add an x and put parentheses around them. You should get x minus 4 and x minus 2 in parentheses. This will replace the original x squared minus 6x plus 8 in the problem. Step 3. Now that everything is factored, the next step is to find the least common factor, or LCM. To do this, only look at the denominators. There are four numbers: x minus 4, x minus 2, x minus 4, and x minus 2. For every two times the number is repeated, one number in the pair is excluded. Since there are two x minus 4s, only one gets brought down to the LCM. Since there are two x minus 2s, only one gets brought down to the LCM. The LCM I found is x minus 2 and x minus 4. Step 4. Now that I have my LCM, I have to individually multiply all three of the numbers in my equation by my LCM. To do this, only multiply the numerator by whatever number or numbers in the LCM aren't in the denominator. This will leave you with 1 times x minus 2 plus x times x minus 4 equals 2. Step 5. The next step is to distribute whatever I can. 1 times x is x. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. X times x is x squared, and x times negative 4 is negative 4x. The equation now should read x minus 2 plus x squared minus 4x is equal to 2. Step 6. The next step is to combine like terms. The only two like terms I have are x and negative 4x, which I combine to negative 3x. The equation is now negative 2 plus x squared minus 3x equals 2. It's a good idea to switch the order, or step 7 by the way. It's a good idea to switch the order of the numbers since it's all addition or subtraction, so that the greater number, the greater exponent on the x, the further it is to the left. This changes negative 2 plus x squared minus 3x equals 2 to x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals 2. Step 8. Now that I have an equation that looks like I can factor it, I want to make sure before I do anything that the equation equals 0. To do this, I subtracted 2 from both sides, giving me x squared minus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Step 9. The next step is to factor now that I could factor the equation. Since the equation has three terms, we have to find two numbers that add to b and multiply to c. The b for this problem is negative 3 and the c is negative 4. The two numbers that I found are negative 4 and positive 1. After implementing these numbers into the equation, I got x minus 4 and x plus 1 is equal to 0. Step 10. The final step is to solve for x by isolating it. To find the first x, I added 4 to both sides of x minus 4 equals 0 and found that x equals 4. To find the second x, I subtracted 1 from both sides of x plus 1 equals 0 and found that x equals negative 1. That means the answer is x is equal to 4 or negative 1.